The 10 least explored places on Earth. And we know I like shit like this.
The world according to Briggs, and today we're looking at 10 of the least explored places on Earth. You know, humans have been on this planet for a few years now. We've invented things like computers, drones, language, hula hoops, and the internet. With all that technology, there's still places on this spinning rock humans have barely explored. In today's video, we're looking at places that are essentially unexplored.
But like, think about it. If we really think about it, if we really came through sticks and stones, like, how did a lot of this shit get created? You get what I'm saying? Like, who was the first person to start doing everything? You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people famous for some shit, but the whole time they probably stole the idea from the next person because they got killed off. Or they never had the time to showcase their talent because they stole their idea. You get what I'm saying? People steal ideas every single day.
Lord, you know, places that don't have Starbucks or McDonald's. Let's take a look. Number 10, the Mariana Trench. The Mariana Trench is pretty much the Grand Canyon of the ocean, except it's way deeper and, of course, it's filled with water. It's the deepest part of the world's ocean, and it's located in the western Pacific Ocean. This trench is like the Mount Everest of the ocean. At least the Mount Everest back in the 1950s, when hardly anyone had reached the summit.
When they
now, so many people climb Mount Everest.
When is they ever gonna make some shit that we could really go down to? Cause like, okay, cool, people want to go to space, fine. But like, once they come in that water, it get treacherous. Cause like, now there's a whole bunch of shit to come in factor. And this could get swallowed by a what the fuck quickly, or run into a hootie hoo, or just get crushed by all the water.
There's a traffic jam. Technology's got so much better. I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's not as hard as it once was. But the Mariana Trench reaches about 36,000 feet in depth, about 11,000 meters, at its deepest point, known as Challenger Deep. Over the years, we've sent down all kinds of high-tech gadgets, robots, and even a few brave souls in submersibles to check out what's going on down there. Now, there was two notable manned missions down there. In 1960, a thing called the Tresty was sent down with two guys on it, and then James Cameron, the guy who did Titanic and Avatar, he did a solo dive in 2012. They've had a whole bunch of other robotic explorations, and they've revealed a surprisingly diverse ecosystem, or ecosystem, however you want to say it. It's kind of mind-blowing to think that there's so many wonderful life forms that can handle the intense pressure, cold, and darkness. Every time something or someone goes down there, it's like they're opening up a treasure chest of new information, helping us understand more about the Earth's mysterious deep sea environment.
Like, bro, think about it. The Mariana Trench, bro, literally think about what kind of animals down there. They can't get up because, like, I don't know what the fuck reason. They just choose not to be bothered. You know what I'm saying? They just chose not to be bothered. Now everybody want to go down there try to mess with them, collect samples. Once you start collecting samples, you're gonna wake up another motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna wake up a what the fuck, and they gonna come out and do what the who. You know what I'm saying? So like, you just gotta leave some of that shit alone. Mac and tree. Okay, it took me a while to process what the fuck you said. Gangster, how you feeling, man? How you feeling? How you doing? We damn 10 least explored places on Earth.
Number 9, Antarctica's subglacial lakes. Antarctica's subglacial.
You know what's crazy? How come? Okay, no. Hear me out.
Number 9, Antarctica's
How come you can't fully see the whole Antarctica at times? Because the world spins in circles. On the map, you can't go up or down. Excited to see YB next month. Wait, where you want to see him at? But like, y'all know, like, you can't go up or down on a map because it gets stuck. But like, if you think about it, like, why you can't use that motherfucker and the whole thing since it's on the app? You can't go up or down on the map. And when you show it, it's just going in circles. Like, that'd be making me mad. Cause like, how come I can't see what's on the bottom, what's on top?
Glacial lakes. Antarctica's subglacial lakes are like
And
nature's
you can't
secret
even go to
underground
Antarctica.
water park, tucked away beneath miles of ice. These hidden lakes are super intriguing because they've been isolated from
You're
the
not
rest
allowed
of the
to
world
go
for
there.
maybe millions of years, creating a unique environment that scientists are just itching to explore. Now, no one's made it down there to see what's happening. The exploration
not
that
allowed
has
to.
been done has been with ice-penetrating radar and other high-tech gadgets. Researchers have discovered over 400 of these icy hideaways. What's cool about this, and the pun is totally intended, is some of these lakes, like Lake Vostok, are massive, holding water volumes comparable to Lake Ontario. The exploration of these lakes is not just for the thrill of finding a new lake, it's crucial for understanding the climate change, life in extreme conditions, and even the possibility of life on other planets. If they eventually get down to these things, it's like unlocking secrets from frozen time capsules, and who knows what mysteries will be solved as we dive deeper into these icy depths. Number 8, the Namib Desert. Oh, the Namib Desert. It's one of those places that makes you marvel at how anything can survive in such an extreme environment, yet the place is teeming with life in its own unique way. This desert is in Namibia.
I ain't gonna cap, like, if you like traveling, you in the desert and you see a giraffe, you too far out, my nigga. Cause like seeing giraffes is like rare, ain't it? But like once you know, like you see a giraffe, you know some bullshit finna pop out of nowhere. You finna see one of the fastest animals in the world come charging at you.
And it has another name, the Skeleton Coast. This desert is actually on
I'm
a
cool with seeing an
coastline,
elephant,
and it's
but once
also
you see
one
a
of the
giraffe, oh
foggiest
yeah, you
places
too
on the
deep.
planet. It gets almost zero rain every year, but it gets plenty of fog. And that fog is why they call it the Skeleton Coast. Ships have been crashing on that shore since we started sailing. But the Namib Desert spans from Namibia to Angola
So it
and on
never
down to
rains.
South Africa. And it's considered one of the oldest deserts in the world, with some parts possibly existing at least for 55 million years. Through exploration, we've uncovered that this vast
So it
arid
never rains
expanse
there.
isn't just a bunch of
Copy.
sand. It's home to some of the highest sand dunes in the world. And they have some really strange things that grow here and no place else on the planet. They have a bizarre plant that looks like a cross between a giant unraveling fern and an alien life form. This plant can live between 400 and 1500 years. The problem
How you
with
know
this
that?
place is there's no real human settlements and hardly any water. And for the longest time, nobody thought it was worth looking into because it's just a bunch of sand. But as they've explored a little, they've found things like that plant. I think it's pronounced Awelwachia. I think this is one they'll start exploring more and maybe even start drilling
just gave
into
it a
the
name.
sand to see what's underneath there. Because as technology and equipment gets better, this will become more of an option. Right now, it's too harsh of an environment to do much exploration. There is a really cool thing that's live streaming 24 hours a day on YouTube, and I'll leave a link for it. It's a watering hole in the Namib Desert. I will warn you though, once you start watching it, it gets a little addicting and you'll have it playing in the background more than you think is healthy.
Nah, I don't trust it.
Number 7, North Patagonia ice fields. The North Patagonia ice fields, it's like this massive chunk of ice tucked away in Chile. And it's honestly a bit of an adventurer's dream. Covering around 4,000 square miles, this ice field is the smaller sibling to the southern Patagonia ice fields. But don't let that fool you. It's packed with glaciers, rugged terrain, and some seriously breathtaking views. Explorers and scientists have been poking around here for years trying to understand its secrets. They've braved the cold, treacherous conditions to map out the glaciers, studying how climate change is affecting the ice, and just marvel at the sheer beauty of the place.
Would y'all try to walk across it to get over there? I know I can't do it. That like, like it like I feel like I got that type of look like, damn, me just had to be me type shit.
Even though explorers and scientists
Like, no
have been
matter
going
where I
up
go,
there
it
for
just had
years,
to be
they
me.
estimate they've only explored about 10% of the ice fields. This is another place that the environment is so harsh, scientists and explorers for a long time just didn't go there because they didn't have the equipment necessary and they didn't think there was much to learn. When they started going there, they found there's a whole bunch to learn. Sadly, most of that information is below sheets of ice.
It's just a quick run across though.
Number 6, the Amazon rainforest. The Amazon rainforest, often dubbed the lungs of the earth, is this vast, sprawling oasis of biodiversity that overflows with life, mysteries, and the kind of greenery that makes you think of every...
You gonna see the biggest anaconda in your motherfucking life. You gonna see a goddamn jaguar chasing a hog. You gonna see a whole bunch of
adventure
bullshit.
movie you've ever seen.
No.
It makes me
You gonna
think
see
about
all
a
the
dozen or so
monkeys.
documentaries I've watched.
Y'all can
Through
see
years of
Caesar.
exploration, we've only begun to scratch the surface of what's in the Amazon. Scientists and adventurers have trekked through its dense underbrush, discovering
Like
thousands of
imagine like trying to be an explorer and you get attacked by like 15 monkeys. Then you think they gone, you think you safe, and then you see a pack of gorillas start ripping your arms and shit off. See, nah, they
plant
too
species,
devious out there.
wildlife that boggles the mind, and indigenous tribes whose way of life offers a glimpse into the different kinds of existence that we have on this planet. It's like every trip into the Amazon peels back a layer of the world's natural wonders, revealing secrets that have existed long before humans decided to take a peek, and before humans decided to start tearing down the rainforest. Whenever you bring up the Amazon rainforest being destroyed or deforestation or anything like that, someone always wants to bring up the fact that there's more trees in the Amazon now than there were in the 1980s. That is true, but it's misleading. 100 acres of ancient rainforest is not the same as 100 acres of saplings. It is great that they're replenishing the rainforest and putting those trees, but for them to get to where the old rainforest was, it's like 100 or 200 years down the road. Don't get me wrong, it's a step in the right direction, but not all rainforests were created equal. From the towering trees that form the canopy that actually blocks out the sky to its
so
winding
the
rivers,
rainforest was
the Amazon
handmade?
is a testament to the wild, untamed beauty of our planet. Now, I've been in rainforest before in Central America, never been in the Amazon rainforest, but they always say it blocks out the light. There are parts of the rainforest, like especially if you get down into the valleys and stuff, where you have no idea if it's night or day without looking at your watch. Different groups have different numbers of how much the
Bro, that's what I'm saying. They don't talk about a lot of shit because they know a lot of motherfuckers gonna get scared. They gonna be scared of living. And they ain't gonna like they ain't gonna be able to process everything. So they gonna, you know what I'm saying? And now everybody gonna wanna go try to investigate the situation. And like, they gonna bring it to the city and probably cause a mass disease, something woo-to-woo, what the hell. And now you got a loose animal that you can't even control.
Amazon rainforest has been explored. Some say it's about 10%, others say it's about 25%. Either way, that's a lot of rainforest. We have no idea what's out there.
The Sahara Desert. Ooh-wee.
Number 5, the Sahara Desert. Yep,
Sahara.
we're going back into Africa again, this time North Africa with the Sahara Desert. The Sahara is like nature's own sun-baked sandbox, stretching across North Africa, covering a whopping 9 million square kilometers. It's not like endless dunes. This place is
like I would rather go in a rainforest than a goddamn than a desert. Cause like once I get too hot, GG's. You're like, bro, nah, I can't do it. I'd rather risk getting bit by a venomous snake in the rainforest than trying to be trapped in the heat. I ain't gonna cap.
Work of gravel plains, rocky plateaus, and the occasional oasis, painting a scene straight out of a Gatorade commercial. Explorers and scientists have all been trekking through the Sahara for centuries.
85 degrees, bro. 82 degrees is my max.
The sand to discovering new species of
after that, I get
animals
irritated.
that have adapted to this extreme condition. What's fascinating is how the desert is a treasure trove of archaeological finds, like the remains of a once thriving city to the rock art that dates back thousands of years, telling tales of a time when the Sahara was green and lush. Yes, it was at one point. Every expedition proves how little we actually know about the Sahara Desert. Number 4, the Star Mountains in Papua New Guinea.
Like right
the Star
now,
Mountains are like the final boss level of a nature exploration game. These mountains are seriously rugged and veiled in mystery, and that's part of the problem with exploring this place. These mountains are tucked away in the western part of Papua New Guinea, and the range is a world-class maze of peaks, valleys, and dense rainforest.
Nah, who got, like, where's the location where, like, when you look in the sky, it's, like, green, you can see the stars, and it got the little thing. Where is that at? And I don't know what it's called. The green sky. Where is that at? Wherever that's at, I want to go.
What's interesting about this place is how much remains largely unexplored.
With the world's biggest This is the megaflying. God damn, megaflying magnet telescope. The world's biggest telescope. No, hold on. We finna look it up. Oh shit, wrong button. Thank you. Yes. Like I will go here and just to experience this one little thing, because this is the where on every movie, this is where everybody start getting their powers from, because it's always like something in between the lights. Something happens for niggas to get their powers, and I will be the luckiest nigga in the world to go there when that event happens, like get the master powers that they want. Because it's gonna get treacherous with everybody. Because I want to be a villain. I ain't gonna be no hero.
What's interesting about this place is how much remains largely unexplored thanks to the formidable terrain and remote location. However, the bits we've managed to check out have revealed incredible biodiversity, with new species popping up every now and then during expeditions. It's not just the plants and animals, it's the rich cultural heritage as well, with indigenous communities living much as they have for centuries. Every time they explore this area, they get a glimpse into what feels like an untouched world. Number 3, the Siberian taiga. The Siberian taiga is a vast, sprawling wilderness, and it sometimes feels like something out of a fantasy novel with its dense forests of
Wait, ain't this like another Google background?
Pine, spruce, and fir trees stretching as far as the eye can see. This place is insane, especially the amount of life, plants, and animal that they have for a place that spends a good portion of the year frozen, including the Siberian tiger and the quirky flying squirrel. Yes, there's a tiger that lives in this frozen waste.
In a flat, see, if I see a flying squirrel, GG's, I'm losing this fight. I'm losing.
Land. Shouldn't say wasteland. Remote land. That sounds better. There was a Japanese naturalist who, I watched this documentary on him a few years back. He was trying to get footage of the Siberian tiger in the wild. Now, these
I would never be a hero.
Very elusive.
Bro, literally all heroes got a buff. Every villain has the best powers of all time. A lot of them. We ain't talking about the DC universe when they all over crackheads. We're not doing that. The Joker was a dope fan. We not gonna act like that nigga got real powers. That nigga could have been murked off day one, but I guess not. But yeah. Give me some crazy shit. Ooh, GG's.
And there's not many of them. And they cover a lot of land, so it's really hard to find.
Like,
this guy found us.
I'm not even gonna be picky. Whatever they give me, I'm gonna use it to my best of abilities to be one of the greatest villains of all time. I don't care I care if it's some bullshit, but let it be something decent. Ooh-wee.
Spot where he thought he could actually have a chance of filming one. He sat in this hole, which was about as big as the passenger compartment of, I don't know, like a Prius. And he sat there with his camera equipment and rice for about a year. I tried to find it again. I can't find it. I don't think it's on YouTube. If I happen to, I will put it in the description area below. It's really interesting. Through exploration, though, they've uncovered a realm where temperatures can swing from sweltering summers to winters that will freeze your back cheeks together. Researchers trekking through these remote forests have discovered ancient frozen peat bogs, storing carbon for a millennia, revealing the taiga's crucial role in our global climate system. The taiga is a place of mystery, where every expedition can feel like they're stepping into uncharted territory, even to this day.
I can remember these locations.
Number 2. The Yucatan cenotes, Mexico. The cenotes of the Yucatan Peninsula are natural sinkholes resulting from the collapse of limestone bedrock.
Them cats that look like they get like this big, and they look like Jaguars, was it?
Exposing groundwater underneath. Many of these underwater caves are connected by
There's no case where everybody put the little chains on.
Cave system. They figure there's about 6,000. That's the estimate. If you look at Google Maps or something, there's only a couple hundred you could find. And of that, only about half of them or quarter of them are worth visiting. Some of them you don't want to visit.
You seen the mountain lion without capping? Oh no. Well, anyway, it was chasing. See, nah, that might was the quick fuck. Ooh, I seen a bobcat in Cali.
Because the Mayans used to bury people there. I had a tour one time. Guy told us all about it. So there's bones down there. You be floating along because, you know, people go in there and they're like scuba diving, find some bones. Always pleasant. Now, they're not totally sure how many of these are.
Bro.
They
it's
say
like
around 6,000. And they're not
I gotta be more prepared when I go camping.
Explored.
And like niggas gotta actually like be out there. No phones. If the only electronic we got is the camera. That's the only thing we got. No phones. None of that. No contact with nobody for the whole weekend. Just your cam and go through. Just go through the weekend.
Here it's less than 10%. All right, before we get to number 1, don't forget we have another channel called On This Day. There's a link for that in the description area below. All right, on to number 1.
Say no phones, no nothing. And if the sling and slasher come up, y'all better defend yourselves. Or Mikael Myers or Jason, y'all better start defending yourselves. Cause like, yeah.
And number 1, North Sentinel Island. Location, Bay of Bengal, India. Now there's several islands in the Bay of Bengal.
Ooh,
this
wait.
one in particular.
I heard like what are these islands? They shoot arrows at you because they don't want nobody coming to that island. That's like why what they say? It's like an island that like you it's banned to go there because they will try to kill you. Cause they don't, and that's literally facts. Cause like they don't want y'all coming over here to try to come over and run shit. So that's respectable.
The North Sentinel Island is home to the Sentinelese people.
I be tripping over
These
myself.
Are
GG's.
Uncontacted tribe. North
What's
Sentinel
your source
Island
of food? You gotta find it. Real camping. You gotta fish. Better find you a squirrel. Better hunt you a deer. Better do something.
Is one of the last places on Earth untouched by modern civilization. The island is heavily protected to preserve the way of life of its people and is off limits to outsiders.
See?
Now that doesn't mean to preserve the way of life of its people and is off limits to outsiders. Now that doesn't mean people haven't tried to go there. One guy a few years back decided he was going to bring Christianity to the North Sentinelese people.
Yes, I would. I would eat a fish that I catch. Have I done it recently? No, but I would. It's just like, bro, if I had to, I would, but like, am I eating a squirrel? No. I would eat fish the whole time.
They didn't want it, so they filled them full of arrows, sadly. Really a tragic story. They've had a few other incidents where like boats ran ashore on the reef around the island. There was one, I think it was the 1970s, where this cargo ship had said, hey, we're crashed on a reef and we could see these people on the shore on the island with arrows and spears building boats to come out and attack us. They eventually rescued the guys, but there's been a few incidents. Few fishermen have been killed by these people. Most of the contact, which has been very limited, like...
No! Think about it! Niggas can't go here. They protective over their people. These are the ones with the arrows. Think about it. They got the arrows. They don't want, that's why they made this movie. Because they don't want the outsiders coming there. Remember? On the movie. They didn't like humans coming up. What? Why? Because they every time they come up, they want to kill somebody to blow some shit up. Avatar is based off them islands. See, I'm telling you, Every movie has its own meaning. Y'all just gotta figure it out. We cracked the code. Now let's put it together. He was a human, but he switched over because he understand their lifestyle. He say they really researching them so they could try to kill them whole time. Cause like once they get their DNA, see how they live, and see how they connect to the world, see how they always stay healthy, they want to come back, sell it, and kill them all just for research and for all the other shit. My Halloween costume. You can do this Halloween? You want to be her, not gonna. I had real comments about this, and African people share exactly what they had to. See? Let me find out. Nah, bro, I just be chatting, bro. I just be chatting.
On the beach, and that's about it, was brief. I find the North
But
Central
literally, see, look, in a movie,
very...
they gather around the tree to do their ritual. They sing and they dance. The big tree. They got to protect the tree because every time somebody, they always want to come touching some shit. They are protecting something on that island, and that's respectable. Because once you go there, they show you, you go back home, and you tell everybody they gonna try to come in there and take it. You get what I'm saying? Like, they understand how life is. They say, you are not coming here. I will have my own island. No, oh yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. But yeah, bro, I always think outside the box because, like, bro, literally, I ain't gonna cap. When I was about when I was like 11 or 12, my nigga, I looked in the sky. I was just looking in the sky, right? And I looked at everybody in the car. And I was just looking in the sky. I'm like, bro, we trapped in this bitch. And it was what they were like, what you mean? Like, bro, it's like, it's something out there. We just not supposed to know about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because at the end of the day, nobody will never tell you what's going on. They try to hide everything. And that's common knowledge. They tell you that every single day. And they show you that in movies, but people fail to realize, oh, it's just a movie. It's like, bro, okay, cool, I understand. You probably don't give a fuck, but like, it's nice to know some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, we watched the Truman Show. Okay, bro. The Truman Show, literally everything around you, everything that seemed real is not real. You know what I'm saying? They had them going the same thing every day, and they was just watching them, a 24-hour broadcast every day. They had everything lined up for the nigga. Everything, every time. But once you start trying to figure out when it escape it, they didn't want to do it. Like, every time he wanted to leave, they trauma dumped that nigga. Every time he got to the water, his dad died in the water. The whole time, it never happened. He walked across the bridge the whole time. There was no, you know what I'm saying? He just got casted out. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's a lot of these movies, bro, they had to get that idea from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody just thinking of shit like these. Nobody just coming out the ass with these good ass movies, and none of that shit true.